Why the rush left with nothing? Why the rush left with nothing? Why the rush left with nothing? Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Third and long, it's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
49er first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. And the Rams got him. They drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
But it brings
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Airing it out deep for Woods. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
38-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Number 23.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. Incomplete.
Prescott's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
20.
The give is to Elliott. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 20. 39 yards there, a big one. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run with a postseason star from a year ago. It's Raheem Mostert. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try the air now with Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Samson Abuka coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. Running with Elliott. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA.
Sloman for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got his target, that's more. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
9 yards. And the 49er 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
It's a gain of
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Newton took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Hold on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, Prescott gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Final play of the half. Prescott going up top for Cup. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Sam Sloman for the Rams field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Kickoff for San Francisco.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to look deep down Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Cam Akers.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 17, Prescott rolling to his right. It was thrown about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Akers. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Here's Akers. They try and run. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
23-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Elliott. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Draw play, Elliott. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Ram 16. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat get this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Prescott now. Going up top for Cup. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Off the man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Akers. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a sound way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
20-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter, this is Akers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run the counter. Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of 14. First down, 49ers.
One last throw here for Newton. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Today's final score, Rams 27.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.